and she is asking about wet dreams during the period. If a woman sees a wet dream during her period, but she cannot see any emission due to being on her menses, should she take ghusl or not? The ruling that the majority of scholars say is that water, that is of ghusl, is a consequence of seeing water, and that is the water ejaculated when a person has a nocturnal emission or has a wet dream. So if a person sees and remembers and recalls an erotic dream, he wakes up, he checks, he doesn't find any emission or ejaculation. In this case, we say to him, there is no ghusl mandatory upon you. But if the opposite happens, if he were to wake up not recalling any erotic dream, and when he checks, he finds a large spot of semen in his underwear or her underwear, in this case, we say you have to perform ghusl. Therefore, if a woman on her period, she sees a dream, she wakes up unable to distinguish whether she ejaculated or not, due to the fact she has her period. In this case, she's not obliged to perform ghusl, even if she remembers or she recalls seeing an erotic dream, because the default is that she did not have one until she sees proof of it. But due to the fact that she's on her menses, there is no possibility of her to figure this out. Therefore, she's not mandated. She's not obliged to make ghusl. But if just to feel comfortable and safe rather than sorry, she takes ghusl, that would suffice to uplift her major ritual impurity resulted from the nocturnal emission, but she remains on her menses and she doesn't pray nor fast. One says, then what's the use of having a ghusl? The answer is because without it you cannot recite the Quran while in the state of janaba, in the state of major ritual impurity. Once you perform ghusl, even if you're on your period, you can recite the Quran, you can read the Quran without any problem, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.